Hello. So as you can see, I've showered since yesterday. I basically took the pyridostigmine bromide first thing this morning and got into the shower before I lost my energy. And when I got out of the shower, I'm like, oh, I'm finally clean. I got a clean shirt. Let's put on some deodorant. And I realized that I have to make more. So with the reactive airways dysfunction syndrome, I get triggered by unlabeled chemicals. Fragrance or parfum is not an ingredient. It's a proprietary blend of lots of ingredients that are chemical in nature, and they're not labeled in the United States. It causes severe bronchospasm, vomiting, myoclonic twitching, migraines, angioedema where I get swelling, and the uncontrolled coughing and vomiting can weaken the diaphragm muscles. So I have a neuromuscular disease that the neuromuscular junction neurotransmitters aren't working, so that also causes muscle weakness. So when you're talking about diaphragm muscles, those are the muscles that you use to breathe. So the combination of the severe bronchospasm and vomiting tiring those muscles, and the fact that repeated use of those muscles also stress the neurotransmitters and can also cause difficulty breathing. The combination of the two can be very serious for me. So that means I have to use unscented deodorant products. Now, this video isn't going to be highly edited. Again, I'm still in that just get it done. I've been wanting to do this video for a while. I've wanted to do like title cards and end cards and slick editing and music, and nope, none of that today. I've tried different like organic and natural products through health food stores, food co-ops. I just find that it doesn't really work well for my body chemistry, the products that I've tried. I'm gonna show you what I found that works well for me. It also passes the 2-day test. So in other words, today's Sunday morning. I can apply it today, and then I can skip it Monday morning. Now by Tuesday morning, I'm gonna be, yeah, probably time to wash under the arms and apply more deodorant. Let's go to the kitchen. So for this project, you're going to need a few basic tools and a few basic ingredients. None of these ingredients are sponsored. It's just what I have available. For tools, I'm going to use a teaspoon today. And basically, I'm going to use a 1:1:1 ratio. You'll need a container to hold the final product in. I got this at my local food co-op. I recommend getting something that's low in height and wide in the base. This product becomes like a paste, and you're going to want to get your fingers in there and roll up a pea-sized ball. To use that, make sure your hands are clean, of course. But if you have a really tall container, then you have trouble getting your fingers in and getting the product out. To mix the product, traditionally I use mortar and pestle, but if you don't have one, or like me, you are weak and can't be mashing repeatedly without your muscles tiring, a mini blender is fine. For your ingredients, you're going to need baking soda. This absorbs odor. You're going to need arrowroot powder. Now, I picked this up at my local food co-op. You might be able to pick it up at the grocery store, or you might be able to order it online. I use pharmaceutical grade aloe vera gel, vegetable glycerin, and the binder that I use is shea butter. Some people are really sensitive to baking soda, so you may have to adjust the ratios. You might need more arrowroot powder and less baking soda, but for me, 1:1 seems to work excellent. And of course, the one on the brain fog, it says right there, shea butter. There we go. The aloe vera gel just helps to counter any irritation that you might have with the baking soda, and it just helps to smooth the skin. The vegetable glycerin acts as a humectant. This is not an antiperspirant. I think it's probably not a great idea to clog the pores under your armpits. That's why I also do not use coconut oil, because coconut oil can be, it can clog pores. Shea butter is non-comedogenic, so that's why I choose that. Okay, so that went really fast in the mini blender. And I'm going to show you the consistency here. See how it's like really sticky? That means there's probably a need for more of the arrowroot powder. And I'm sorry, the lighting is not great. Let me see if I can. There you go. Okay, so this is about perfect for consistency. It holds its shape. It's not really sticky or tacky. I can put my fingers on it, and there's very little that sticks to my fingers. That's actually sticking to my thumbnail, so I've made quite a mess on the counter. But basically, this is the final product, and to use it, you just you'll want to use a little bit and roll it off into a pea-sized ball. If you shave under your arms, you're going to need less product because you don't have to worry about like working it in through underarm hair. So I can use like a size about this size, and then I just pinch it in half and rub, 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 and rub, rub, rub. When you apply it, a couple things you should be aware of. Again, it's deodorant, not antiperspirant, so you will actually perspire. So with the shea butter, when I have like my little baby doll t-shirts on in the summertime, obviously I'm gonna have a watermark under my arms. So I've just found that simple laundering the clothes and it comes right out. If you have special fabrics or dry clean only, this may or may not work well for you. So just a little caveat there. Check with your dry cleaner if that's a concern. When you rub it in, it will virtually disappear. You shouldn't see any like powdery residue. You may feel a very fine grit from the baking soda, but you're not really gonna see it. Oh, and if you've just shaved your armpits, because the baking soda can be irritable for sensitive skin, what I usually do is I just do a very thin layer of shea butter first, and then I apply the deodorant layer on top, and that seems to cut down on any irritation. Or you can just like wait an hour or two after you've showered to apply the deodorant if you have the luxury of time. As far as storage, that's also a good question. I just make up small batches. This will last like, this could easily last a couple months. I store it at room temperature. A couple other caveats. If you have, you keep an overnight bag in your car or something like that, you will want to get a leak-proof container, and here's why. The shea butter at room temperature is solid. In a hot car, and you know, in certain warmer climates, or if you keep your home, you know, like if you don't have air conditioning, then the consistency of this is going to change, and if it's hot enough, it will kind of, well, melt. It will reconstitute. I don't keep it in the fridge because then it gets too hard, and then it takes a long time to kind of like warm up to spread it around. So in the winter time, it's actually harder for me to put on deodorant because my body temperature is cooler, and it doesn't spread as well. So you can adjust your ratios of the shea butter or the aloe to the baking soda and arrowroot powders as well. So I usually just do a 1:1:1 of the shea butter, the baking soda, and the arrowroot powder to start off with, and then a few drops of the aloe vera gel and the vegetable glycerin, and kind of mix that up and see where the consistency is at. So there are some minor adjustments. It's not a perfect recipe, and you're going to want to adapt it to yourself. So I just recommend making small batches at first to try it out, see how you like it. And if you have sensitive skin, as always, do a skin patch test first before you put it on a very sensitive skin area, like under your arms. Well, I hope you found this video to be somewhat helpful. Again, I apologize, and I do realize that this is not a well-produced, well-edited, step-by-step, show you every step of the way kind of video. And hopefully at some point in the future, I'll be able to redo this video the way I'd like to do this video. Right now, with my health and the lack of support that I have, I've been having to balance between, do I wait until I can do it well, or do I just do it to get it done? And so it's like Just do it. Get it done. Another thing that I have to balance with is that I used to be an A game, go getter, work hard, play hard. You wouldn't know that now, but that is the person that I was. I want to be productive. I want to be helpful. I want to be contributing, and I'm really limited. So in doing these videos that kind of provide a little education, it helps to distract me from my challenges, and also, hopefully lends some hope and support and information for some of you. So in that way, I feel like I can contribute a little bit, and that is helpful in my process of dealing with chronic illness and rare disease. I'd like to do some more videos in the future. I don't know when my next one is coming out. In the past, I tried doing like a vlog a day for like a week with editing, and I'm not at that point, even with the pyridostigmine bromide. Lots of stuff going on behind the scenes, and I hope to be able to connect with you more and communicate. I really do appreciate everybody who's commenting and giving encouragement. So like, hit that thumbs up button down below to give me a little bit of encouragement. And if you're not subscribed yet, please subscribe to this channel, and hopefully over time I'll be able to progress more with treatments that will allow me to have some better outcomes. But treatment and recovery with myasthenia gravis, it's not linear. It's gonna be up and down. And so buckle up and enjoy the ride. Bye.